What's going on, good people? I'm back with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be going over how I'm getting ready for season 4, as well as some of my ideas I think developers could use to possibly make this game just a little bit better. But I also want to take this moment to also shout out to my new subscribers. I appreciate y'all watching my content. I do have more on the way. I'm off in the beautiful coast of Africa, but while I'm over here, let's get right into it. I honestly wish Africa had an outpost. Like, you see how St. Anne has an outpost where you can go to the shipwreck, and the blacksmith. East Indies also has the same thing, but you don't have a main outpost in Africa. It don't make sense to me. It would be really nice if they had an outpost out in Africa. That's like the most beautiful place over here in this game. But let's get right back into how I'm getting ready for season 4 material wise. Now you can either go to St. Anne, East Indies, your personal preference. Doesn't really matter. It's pretty much the same thing.
How many did you sink today?
It's not too many. Alright, my bad. I got sidetracked. Alright, so let's head over towards the black market. And I'm going to show you exactly what I'm going to be doing. At least the materials I'm going to be getting. Okay, they're having a good time. Alright, my bad. I got sidetracked again. Well, exactly what materials I'm going to be getting ready for season 4. Now, mind you, I don't have a clue as to what's coming in season 4. I understand there's going to be like a release of what to expect, blah, blah, blah. I don't think I'm going to check that out. Because from my point of view, it's going to ruin the excitement if I already know what's coming. Versus taking that excitement and making the most of it, it works. That's just what works better for me. But let's get right into getting these materials.
How's that bit of business progressing?
Business as well. Hopefully yours is good too. Now the main 4 materials that you're going to want to focus on is worm's breath, orca mechanisms, saltpeter, and eel's twine. All 4 of these are exquisite. They have that golden background. You want to stock up on as many of those as you can. The other thing I would recommend doing, if you can afford it, grab a couple of these legacy catch.
I'm always looking for
That
new
way you can
drink
actually get extra
ingredients.
weapons from
What
either
can I
season 1,
try
season
today?
2, and put those in your warehouse, as well as sometimes furniture if you're lucky. But I'm gonna grab a couple of these, and as you can see, just 10 of these was gonna cost me 15,000 pieces of 8 out of the almost 3 mil that I have. So it's pretty expensive. It would be nice if the helm would offer maybe an employee discount, holiday discount, something, but we're not gonna get into that. So I'm gonna grab 10 of
Thank you,
those,
Galbi.
10 of
Thanks
those,
for patronizing my
10 of
majlis.
those,
That's a bargain not to
and
be
10 of
missed.
those.
Ha!
Now you can
Anything
do it
for
in
you, Galbi.
increments of 10, 20, 30, whatever works better for you. As long as you stock up on and get as much as you can before season 4 begins. Because if I remember correctly, I believe only 300k of your pieces of 8 roll over. So if you don't spend that, it's going to be wasted. So I highly recommend that you focus on these 4 items. Now if you already have enough of these, the other thing you can stock up on your warehouse is the red owl wood, African wood, as well as East Indies wood. Now the wood is granted, you can farm it, you can, like, set sail, farm it, harvest it, whatever you want to do free. But if you don't really want to do all of that, you just come right here to the black market and do it. The other thing I'm going to be stocking up on, as well as these specialized materials, as well as these specialized
Time
materials.
to confabulate another wild
Because the
drink.
more you have, the less you have to worry about actually
Following seeds.
farming for next season, you already have that stuff in place. Let's see, what else am I doing for get ready for season 4? Yes. In addition to the stuff from the black market, the other idea I had in mind was these Kingpin chests. So if you come over here to your mailbox, for those who don't know, the Kingpin chest is something that you get every time your XP maxes out, you move up in the ranks. Now the Kingpin chest 9 times out of 10 is really not that great. It's going to give you a weapon that you pretty much already have, don't need, or ultimately it's just pointless. But it's a free item. And in my mind, I want to take advantage of that free item. That way I don't have to put as much effort into it. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with this Kingpin chest. I'm going to grab this, put it in my cargo, and I'm going to head over to the blacksmith. Now, in my opinion, this is really just my opinion, it would be nicer if the developers would put not just weapons in the Kingpin chest, especially weapons that we don't need or don't really use like that. If they will put like maybe pieces of 8, upgrade parts, maybe our furniture every once in a while, maybe some souvenirs, those Kingpin chests would be much more rewarding versus weapons that most people don't use anyway. But I'm gonna make the most of that opportunity. I'm gonna come over here to the blacksmith. I'm gonna holler at my man here. Skylark don't want nothing with me. Anyways, well, let's go down to salvage items. Ooh, that event starts soon. I'm an idiot. I didn't do what I said I was gonna do. Apologies about that. Yeah, that's my bad. That's my bad. So I'm gonna go to cardio, not cardio. What am I doing? Cardio, cargo. Y'all forgive me. And I'm gonna go over here to my Kingpin chest. As you can see, the weapons in here, 90%, I would say more, a little more than 90%. Most 90% of players are not going to use this. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna open up this chest, and it gave me silver. Crap, I have to go right back. Oh, this is a horrible video. I do apologize about that. I thought it was gonna at least give me a weapon. That's my first time actually getting silver out of a Kingpin chest, believe it or not. Not that I need it, but I ain't gonna complain either. I'll tell you what we're gonna do in case we do get silver again. We're gonna grab 2 of these. Now, other thing I forgot to mention while I'm here, I have 22 pages of this. Before the season ends, well, season 3 ends, I am gonna grab all of those and salvage those items to give me some extra materials to stock up my warehouse. Let's go to cargo. Finally got that right. I'm gonna open up this Kingpin chest. Got a repair mortar too. 3 is always better. I'm gonna open up one more, and it gave me a mortar 3, which I already have. I don't know, 49 mortar 3s. So I really don't need an extra one. I mean, I'm really not gonna use all of those. So what I'm gonna do, come over here.
Here, that was quick. You must enjoy my sturdy company then.
Not really, my guy. And it's gonna give me magnetic ingot for the repair mortar 3. Say if I salvage the repair mortar 2, I get magnetic ingot and green heart plank plus the drill. It's extra materials in my warehouse that I don't have to worry about farming for next season. Now the other thing you definitely want to do, well, this is just what I've been doing. Outside of the Halloween event, definitely try to get engaged with the cutthroat. Granted, I know most people don't like cutthroat because, one, you have to do PvP. 2, the chances of actually getting anything out of there is pretty 50-50. But you cannot beat actually getting like free weapons or free furniture from just grabbing a map and going toe to toe with somebody. Now speaking of PvP, the next takeover is in 7 minutes. Now if I remember correctly, the takeovers occur every 30 minutes. Now you definitely want to get engaged with the hostile takeovers even if you have all the zones as I do. And the reason behind that, let's go to our cargo. You're going to get one of these, the Gilded Raider chest catch. I don't know why I want to say chest so much, but it's going to give you pieces of 8. It's going to give you a shot at him leads plus him materials, med kits, and silver. As you can see, I have 91 of them. You definitely want to pile up on as much of those as you want, as you possibly can, if you don't want to engage in the PvP takeovers for next season. At least with the leash, you don't have to worry about engaging in that. Also, with that being said, you don't have to worry about paying a Skurlock or Roma for the Helm lease. If you just, the more of these you do, the better chance you have at getting the lease. You can either do the takeover or the legendary heist. Your personal preference, don't really matter. Now, one of the other ideas I had in mind, head back over to Africa. Poker Scat is my favorite place to be on the game, by the way. And we're going to set sail. Now, I've already discussed about I wish how Africa had an outpost where you can like do stuff like that without we'll go all the way over to St. Anne and come over here. But as you can see, man, Africa is just it's a beautiful place. I mean, outside of it being a little bit foggy, it's like, it's, in my opinion, it's the most beautiful place in the game. But I keep getting sidetracked with that. But let's go into that other idea. Co-captains. I'm not sure about this lady's purpose or what her connection is in the story, but I think it would be nice if I don't see anything lady. Okay. Anyways, it would be nice if the co-captains came with perks, like maybe a faster reload speed instead of the mooncakes. Maybe a faster sail speed, less crew stamina depletion. It would be nice if they, like, the co-captain could have perks. I mean, other than that, I mean, she's there for mostly commentary. Lady, you keep pointing at stuff, but I don't know what you're pointing at. But I'm gonna head back over to the dock. I'm gonna show you the other idea I had in mind. Now, granted, it's just an idea. Maybe not. The developers will see this and try it out. Let's go ahead and dock right quick, so I can get to that other idea. Now the last idea, I have more, but I'm just going to kind of go over these two. I'm gonna go back to my cargo. Now with this idea, I'm gonna say it would be nice if they added like a modification shop. Not so much mods, but more so a modification shop. And what I mean by that is, let's say for example, where are they? Skurlock Lone Nines. A decent amount of damage, decent amount of range, but the perks to this, it deals 7,000 damage after Torn Sails effect is applied. That is nasty. Plus piercing level 3. It's really kind of hard to beat that. But let's say if you don't like the Skurlock Lone Nines and you like the Divine Thunder, with that modification shop, you can kind of create like a hybrid where you can not only, let's say if I want to combine Skurlock Lone Nines with Divine Thunder, where I could do electric stat, still have my mass breaker, and still have my level 3 piercing. That's gonna be a pretty badass weapon. That's just my opinion though. Or if you want to take a step further, let's say for example, this still in my opinion is the best hull in the game, the Ouroboros. I mean, you get explosive defense, flooding, burning, but the perks is you recover some 15% of your whole health after bracing if you still have some left. But the most crucial one is the restoration from severe damage. That is really hard to beat because depending on your level of severe damage during a fight can determine whether you win or lose. And let's say if I want to combine that with the Leviathan hole, where the perks are every knot of sailing speed increases the armor by 1%. In addition to that, it also reduces weak point damage by 20%. With that like modification shop, combine those two holes there to make like a hybrid, I think that would be like crazy. But that's just me putting ideas out there. I don't know if the developers actually try that. I don't know how that would work. But even with the modification shop, let's say if they were to, let's go back to the warehouse actually. I missed that point. So right now we have like 300 slots where we can put stuff in our warehouse. Obviously I need to put more in there. But instead of waiting for an update to expand the warehouse, maybe we could expand the warehouse at the online currency, whether it's silver, pieces of 8, souvenirs. That way you don't have to wait for an update to expand your warehouse for materials. Because honestly, material management is kind of crucial in this game. That would be also another ideal. Hopefully the developers
Hey,
are kind of
Captain.
maybe work that out.
Everyone's been asking me about you, thanks to all the mischief you've caused.
They don't want smoke with me, lady. I don't. Anyways, but that's pretty much how I'm getting ready for season 4. Definitely farm the convoys, do the takeovers, hit up the black market, or if you just want to sell, harvest materials. And again, I'm pushing the ideal. Do the hostile takeover. Get as much PvP experience as you can. Because in my opinion, that's where this game is honestly going to shine. Once you get more people engaged in PvP versus just everyone in the lobby swarming one captain, this game will really take off in my opinion. Let me actually prime example of that. So right here we have the Glorious Phoenix. And if you look down here where it says participants, 0 out of 20. Why does it take 20 ships to take down one when there's videos out there proving, not only by myself but by other people, that these captains can be beaten solo? I mean, I get that, you know, everyone gets a chance to get a shot in, but when everyone's just swarming this one target, it's annoying, like stupid annoying. Like, not only are you have this boatload of ships in this one area, which causes like lag and internet issues, you got people in the way of your shots. You can't maximize your ship's capabilities when it's like 20 people in one spot. I mean, I get the idea behind it so everyone gets a reward, but skill base is needed. When you got like 20 people fighting one person, it's an automatic win. Lastly, with that being said, let's say, for example, this captain, instead of having 20 participants, which 9 times out of 10 most people don't go for the same elite captain anyway, I would say put a limit to that to maybe 3 to 5 people. There's no point of the whole lobby being in this one freaking spot. Let the first 5 or whoever gets there be in the event, and then let the other half of the lobby go somewhere else. That way you got everything kind of like spread out, not so concentrated in one spot, and it's a headache. It's a legendary heist. Don't forget to do your Divine Thunder, get those monsters teeth, because I don't know what's coming next season. And no one's in a takeover. Do I have the right ship? Yeah, midnight I do. Alright, that's it for me, y'all. I'm about to go get my gilded gilded. I'm about to get my Raider's chest, whatever you want to call it. I am a little bit sleepy. I do apologize about that. But honestly, I'm kind of hoping that somebody in this lobby is bold enough to come do some PvP with me. I doubt it. Chances of it happening are pretty low, but I still have hope. Yeah, I'm #1 ranked in XP. And not to mention they're gonna be farming that ghost event. Which brings me to my next point. I was about to start the video, but also due to him wager. Especially with this event going on here, no one's gonna be paying attention to you. By you doing the him wager and you go around collecting your pieces of 8, that's gonna double it. Now let's say for example your main fact is only worth 1,000. By doing the him wager, it's gonna double that to 2,000. And with no one paying attention, you can really stack up those pieces of 8, get to your destination, and make more than what you previously would. Will make double than what you previously would. So definitely try that as well. But with all that being said, I'm about to wait for this hostile takeover to begin, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Take it easy.